Yeah, I didn't have a real big part in it, thank goodness. Or the movie probably wouldn't have been as good as it was, so that's a good thing. So, but I enjoyed the people with Hallmark. They sure do a nice job with things, and it's a local group here, so they're Kansas City grown, and I appreciate their support. I think we have a unique relationship between the two organizations, which is something. I mean, Hallmark is one of those we all grew up with. If you needed a Christmas card, you knew where to go. And you get a Hallmark, and you knew you're in good hands there. So, um, but anyways, it was fun. It was fun for what I did there. I mean, they made it painless.
We'll go next to Adam Teicher. Adam?
Hey, Andy. Just curious what the plan will be for DJ Humphries this week, what his practice week is going to look like. And Kelsey, I'll have a second question as well.
Yeah, and we'll work him in and see what he can see how he feels. You know, that's the main thing. He hadn't played in a while, so I just want to make sure he's in good position. He did a nice job last week working in there, and we'll do a little bit more with him this week.
Okay. And obviously, this season hasn't gone like you thought it would or like you hoped at left tackle. So why not? What's gone wrong there?
Yeah, listen, we've got young guys that we're working in there, and so the growth. They're going against good players, and the good ones have gotten probably the better of us. But it's things that these guys will learn from, and they can bank for the future and get themselves better. And I think that'll help us down the road. So I mean that's what I would tell you.
We'll go next to Pete Sweeney. Pete?
And Kelsey, I'll have a quick follow-up if I can. Andy, you guys replaced Najee Johnson with Joshua Williams mid-game. Defensive side of the ball, I know, but just how did you feel like he did coming in? I know it's been up and down for him, but just reflecting on his film.
Yeah, listen, I'm glad we have both of them. I think both of them can still work in there and do some things, and we haven't given up on Najee or anything of that sort. I mean, he's coming off pretty major knee surgery, and so we've kind of kept an eye on him with that. And I think as we go forward, we can use both of them, I'm sure.
And then just in a follow-up to Adam, do you think it's a possibility for DJ to start this week, or is it just strictly you guys are going to see how the week goes?
Yeah, listen, last week was a short week, so we didn't have a whole lot of time to, for the fast part of the game practices, and so this week he'll have I'll have a better idea as we go, and he'll have a better idea. So how he feels, and then we just go from there. We'll just see how it all works out.
We'll go next to Sam McDowell. Sam?
Hey, Pete just really asked my question, but just wanted to clarify, you haven't made a determination yet, Andy, about who will start at left tackle this week?
No, I don't think that's probably fair to DJ. Right now, just him coming off this offseason. So I think we just play it by ear, Sam, as we go, and if he feels okay, then we give him an opportunity. If it's not where it needs to be, then you don't. So it's we'll see how it goes.
We'll go next to Matt Derrick. Matt?
Coach, my first question was kind of in that vein too, but if DJ's not ready, would you be rolling with Joe at that spot for now?
Well, that's another one of the options that we've got. So we finish the game that way, and I'd rather have Joe playing in at guard because he's very good there, but Caliendo isn't bad either. So it's that's a good problem to have, but we've got some flexibility there as needed.
And Xavier had a pretty nice game. Had a good job of being able to get the ball to him in space. I know we talked about him kind of hitting that point like Rasheed last year, but could this game be a turning point for him, just as far as some of the things that he's comfortable with doing and the positions you're putting him in?
Yeah, man. I mean, he's getting better. I think that's what we all can see, and it's not a secret. He's putting that out there for everybody to see, and so I would. My main concern is that he just keeps doing that. That's what you want to do, and keep working to better yourself, and let's just see where it all ends up at the end. But he's doing a nice job. He's got the trust of the quarterback. He's got the trust of the coaches. He's playing fast. Looks like he's gotten his legs back from training camp in the early part of the season. So all of that's positive stuff. But you got to keep putting the product out there.
We have 2 more for you, Coach. We'll go first to Todd Lebo. Todd?
Hey, Coach, with a young player like Wanya who struggled during the game, when you went back and graded everything out, was some of the struggles that he physically couldn't do something, or was it the mental part got to him? Could you kind of divide that up on a certain scale, and which one of those things is easier to fix, I guess?
Yeah, sometimes things snowball on you, Todd. I mean, it's a little bit of everything gets you. He started off pretty good, and then it kind of went from there, and that happens with young guys. Nobody wants that to happen that way, but sometimes it happens, and then you kind of get frozen in your own feet there, and on what to do exactly. So, but listen, it's a great learning experience for him. I would expect him to do that, whatever direction this thing goes. I would expect him to do that, and he's a good kid and he works hard. So I tell you the same thing with Kingsley. Both of them have got some valuable experience this year, and we'll continue to hope that they would learn from all that.
We'll go last to Nate Taylor. Go ahead, Nate.
Hey, Andy, I have a couple for you as well. The first is, given the highlight that we saw on Friday, was that a signification with Kelsey's lateral that he's earned the right for that play to actually be designed in the playbook? Has he earned that part of the his signature flip?
He's been doing it for a few years, so it's we do it in practice every day. You guys see that, so that this isn't just something that we throw out there on game day. I mean, it's it's something we do, and so everything's okay with that. It's just as long as you complete it.
And then secondly, it seems, Andy, that you guys are playing Jaden Hicks a little more over these last few weeks. Just what's the reasoning behind that, and how much do you think he might sort of progress between now and obviously you guys clinching a playoff spot?
Yeah, sure. No, he's a good player, and so him working in there, I think, is a positive. Again, he's a young guy that needs to keep progressing and challenging himself that way. I know the coaches have trust in him, and so we'll just see how things go moving forward. But he's earned that right to play more, and so he's got the confidence of Spags that way.
Andy Reid and the Kansas City Chiefs survived another thriller on Black Friday to beat the Las Vegas Raiders. It was a 19-17 victory over a division rival, which gave the defending Super Bowl champions a playoff spot. Now, in one of the most impressive streaks in NFL history, they have won 14 consecutive one-score games. Andy Reid also announced that Travis Kelce will not be in the starting lineup for the Chiefs vs. Los Angeles Chargers game on Sunday, December 8th. This arrangement is so that Travis Kelce can attend Taylor Swift's final concert. Reid said, "It is a little bit of a return for their previous support. Before the game, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs were 12-point favorites. But, as it often happens in such great rivalries, Antonio Pierce and his players showed a massive amount of courage. The Kansas City Chiefs have an 11-1 record and